everyone. It is Tracy from Tracy's Silhouette Spot for all things art. I love sharing art from my heart and teaching you how to create. I'm trying to turn off my sound, teaching you how to create art. There we go. And join me for some art. Hello, everyone. When you hop on, make sure you can hear me. So if you hop on, please tell me you can hear me. And I am going to get started. I'm going to click this button. Hello. How are you guys? Can you guys hear me? Pin, pin. You can't pin too? Pin. So that's what we shall do. Okay. Hi, everyone. So I am painting this really fun scarecrow today. I have the finished one. You can put these blanks if you want. I have these blanks, but I'm doing this scarecrow today. Isn't that cute? So this is the kit I'm working on today. And then this is the blank. The blank is etched. You can hardly feel it, but it's like a giant coloring page. It's all lined out. It's all ready to go. You paint in the lines, and if you don't paint in the lines, that's okay too, because it's acrylic paint and you can fix anything if you go outside the lines, so don't fret about that. But here it is. It's 18 inches. It will have holes so you can hang it, and it is a really cute scarecrow holding three pumpkins. So I'm going to get started painting on this guy. I'll show him to you again. I actually have two kits today. I'm going to show you him again, and this is what we're going to be painting. You can paint your hat any color you want. You can paint your hair any color. You can paint your pumpkins any color you want. It's totally up to you. I'm going to make some suggested colors. I'm going to paint it a little traditional. Let me move this out the way, and we will get started. I need a brush. Okay. So let me put you guys down so you can see me. How's that? Is that good? I will try and check on the comments. Oops. But for now, there we go. Okay. I have now a little bit of orange, some bright orange, and I'm going to get out a little bit of spiced pumpkin too because I like this really deep orange. It's Deco Acrylic deep orange paint. So how is everyone? Hey, you hear me? Awesome. Thanks, Lori. Thanks, Interior Jewels. It's good to see you. I'm glad you can hear me. I appreciate the feedback. So anyway, happy Monday, y'all. This is a lunch live for today. I am just painting this really cute scarecrow door hanger. It is 18 inches large, large and it is large. And you can base coat it white if you like. I did not, so I may have to do two coats. We shall see. Right? And we will get started painting here. So, how's everyone doing today? You can grab these. Why is my phone making all kinds of noise? I don't know. You can grab these blanks for $30 a piece. They are in my shop. If you're watching me live on the TikTok, they're pinned below. So you can just click on it. And then when you get yours, you can paint it any color you want. You don't have to do traditional like I am. I might do this one a little bit different than my original one. So I'm just getting some nice coverage in here. But then after I get the paint on, I want to go back in and go over my brush strokes and make sure that they're all going in the same direction. And when we do that, we usually want them to go in the direction of the element. So when I'm painting in the pumpkins, I'm going to have my brush strokes go a little bit curved at the bottom. I'm going to get all these nooks and crannies. I don't care if I get a little bit outside the line. There's no art police coming. And like I said, it's acrylic paint, and you can just go back and fix anything. So, hey, Wendy, nice to see you. So, if you're not already following me on the TikTok, please do. I have tons of tutorials and tips and tricks and complete art kits and blanks. Lots of stuff for you to create a little joy in your life through some art. Let me change my page for a second. I want to see what's going on. That's not it. That's not it. That might be it. I don't know. Anyway, all right, I'm not going to fret about that. So I'm just going to keep painting. If you have any questions, if you have any comments, guys, and I missed them, please leave them in here and I will come back and hook you up with an answer. If I don't know the answer, I will find it out. As long as it's normal and it's mostly to do with painting. Don't be asking me any science or history questions. Well, history maybe, no science questions. So I'm just using this 1-inch flat brush and see how easy it is to just go in the lines. How cool is that? I'm just following along here. When I go to my paint, I pick up both oranges at the same time. One is a deeper orange and one is a brighter orange. So I'm putting up both paints. You can't see, but I can. How was everybody's weekend? It's certainly not TGIM, right? No, 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 no. No, no. Nobody wants a Monday. At some point, I'm going to have to change my brush to a smaller one. But I'll keep going with this one as long as I can. So let me see. So we have these blanks, which now I started painting. It is all etched out for you. Even if you start painting over the line a little bit, you can still see the lines and be ready to paint. This is what this particular one looks like when it is complete. Isn't that cute? So, and I have this other one too, but it's hard to read. This other kit here, this 18-inch door hanger, it's like 8 pieces. It comes with a truck, a rail, this welcome sign, and then a pumpkin, a snowman, a pineapple, a flower, a Christmas tree, or just a pine tree, whatever you want. And that one is also available. I painted these samples the other day on the live. Again, you can make them whatever colors or designs you want. It's totally up to you. There we go. There we go. And I will get back to painting. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So let's put you guys back down again. And here we go. Whoops. My pop socket sometimes jams at my phone. Okay. I love these wood cutouts and I love how they are etched in already for you to paint them. It makes it so much easier to be successful. I'm just doing my base coating now, but I'm going to get to the point where I'm going to start adding in all the details. I might next time, because these take a little bit of time to paint. Maybe next time I'll do all the base coating and then I'll just hop on here for the details for you guys. Because I know people now are starting to have like the attention span of, I don't know. I don't want to insult anyone. But I know we have been spoiled. We want the goods. We want to see the good stuff. Right? So we're not getting the good stuff. We move on. So I guess I need a little bit of orange up in here. If I come in here and I've already painted in all this stuff, and then I'm just adding in the cool details and whatnot, maybe you guys will like that a little better. I don't know. We'll see. All right. I think that is all the orange. It's all the orange I can tell for now anyway. I'll put this up in here. There we go. I have a few. Let me get a different size brush. This one. Okay. Now I think I'm going to go in. No, I don't want to do that yet. I'm going to go in with my yellow ochre for the hair. I'm going to put out a little fawn for the flesh. And again, of course, you know what? We come in all sizes and colors. You can make your flesh on your scarecrow any color you want. No art police, you guys. No, no, no. So I'm just going to mix up a little bit of this fawn and white. Can you see that? Oh, I just put my fingers in the paint. Over here, I'm just mixing up a little bit of this fawn tan and white. You don't want to overmix it either. It's okay to see variations. And I'm going to start in here base coating in his scarecrow bare feet and his hands and his face. And you don't want to over blend because it's nice to have different variations in your paint when you're painting elements. And we're going to come back in here. We're going to go over it with highlights and some shading and some low lights too. But it just gives your art a little bit of depth if you don't overblend. So I'm just mixing up some fawn here, and fawn is just a tannish, beigeish color. It's Decor Americana fawn, but you can use any color you want. You can use brown if that's all you have, and just add white if you want to lighten it up, because you can make your scarecrow any color you want. I'm just base coating his feet there. Again, every time I go into my brush, into my paint, I'm using my brush and I'm mixing in a little fawn and white at the same time, just to lighten it up a little bit. I don't really have to do that, but I wanted a little bit of lighter color on this one. These blanks are available. They come pre-etched and pre-drilled, so you can hang them up on your porch, on your wall, on your front door. They make really fun Halloween decor or fall decor. If you're not into spooky, scary, it's fun to have scarecrows up in there. Not everybody's into the scary part of Halloween, but you like some fall decor. So this is perfect for that. It's fun. And you can take them and you can do the pumpkins any color and his hat. Well, you can do the whole thing any color you want, really. So we had a pretty good weekend this weekend. We were out and about. Um, I live in a pretty rural area here on the island in New York, and we had the opportunity to go to, I wouldn't say a street fair. It used to be a street fair. Now it's more like a, can you see? You can see. Let me turn you guys a little bit up here. So we live here, what's called Polish Town, USA. And we went with some friends and hung out for the day, and it was fun. So now I'm doing his face. We have a lot of little elements here. We have the nose, we have the eyes, and we have the mouth. And I'm just going right over the mouth. And this is what I want to show you guys. It's okay if you go out of the lines. And right now, I'm just going right over the mouth. And I will still be able to see the line for his mouth when I want to come back in here later with some details and fix the mouth. There's a reason I paint in the order that I paint in, because the hair will fix. If I go out of the lines on his face or I mess up and I come back in and do his hair, that'll fix that. I'm doing his face now, so when I come back in and do his clothing, I can clean up my lines then, and that'll fix that. And so there's a couple of reasons I hop around. I hop around to keep going. So while certain sections are drying, I can keep painting. But I also hop around because I like certain spots to to fix other spots. Okay. Now I'm gonna clean my brush. I'm gonna go right into the yellow ochre and some white, and I'm gonna start doing his crazy straw hair. Again, not over blending. And when we do the hair, I want my brush strokes to go vertical. So I'm filling in and I'm not over blending. So it makes like a little bit of streak. So I'm gonna pick up some white, I'm gonna pick up some of the yellow ochre, and I'm gonna come in here and I'm just going to vertical strokes and paint in his hair, his straw hair. You're seeing some white and you're seeing some of the yellow ochre in there. Cute, right? What do you guys think? Mm. Mm. Now, again, I'm not even gonna wash my brush again, and I'm gonna go straight into the brown. And for the brown, we need to do the stems of the pumpkins. I want that one a little darker. Pick up more brown paint. This one up here. And then this one up here. And then I'm going to go into, oh, dropped a little bit on there. Not going to worry about that. A little bit into this hat. Again, like I said, you can do this hat any color you want. I'm doing it brown. And you can see I'm doing all the elements different. Like I can go right across the top here with my brown paint, but I wanted the stem to be one way because you can see brush strokes. I wanted my stem, the brush strokes on my stem to be vertical. I'm doing the brush strokes on the hat horizontal, and I'm following the curve of his hat brim. See that? So his hat brim up here is round. It goes over his forehead, and I am curving my brush the same way, following along the line to fill in. And I didn't wash my brush. I like having the different variations. If you want your hat darker, that's totally up to you. I'm going to grab up some more brown back in here and do the top part. Like I said, you can do this whole thing yourself, but I like filling it in separate. You can see those brush strokes, you can see the vertical brush strokes, and I'm going to go back and I'm going to add a little bit more dark paint to my stems. And again, I have my brush strokes going all the same way. Here. If you're doing just your base coat and you have all those same color, you can go in. But then when you want to differentiate between your elements, the hat, the stems, whatever, then you want to go in and change your brush strokes to go the way you want them to go. There we go. So what else needs done? Oh, I missed some hair and I missed some skin tone. So let me get to that. Wash out my brush a little bit, and I'm going to go back into the white and this yellow ochre. I missed this whole section of his hair. So is anybody watching anything good on the Netflix? I just finished watching an old show that went up there. It only lasted 2 seasons. It was hysterical. It's called Trial and Error. My trial and error, if you don't understand my accent. My daughter and I loved it. It was on a few years ago. and it is on the Amazon Prime. It was really good. So I just rewatched that. So if anybody else is watching anything that they want to share, I would love to hear it. That's part of there. This is part of, oh, wait, I guess it's skin tone too, because that was part of his arm up there. And then all this is part of the pumpkin, but my brush was too big before. So I'm coming in here with this smaller brush now and filling it in. Okay, so we're not going to worry about where we went over the lines. Just look, come right back with my orange and look how easy I can clean that up. Now I'm using about a medium-sized round. Brushes are numbered, but brushes are not uniform. So what's a number 12 from one manufacturer is a totally different size than a number 12 from another manufacturer. So I don't get hung up in the numbers. We'll just say this is a medium one. Okay. While I have my orange paint out, I can go in here and do my nose. And there is no rules regarding brush sizes and brush number categories. So what could be a 12 in one brush is not necessarily a 12 that you'd be used to and see in another brush. So let's set out a little bit. And I'm just going to come in here. I'm going to grab some. Actually, I want to do them in black. I'm going to do my eyes in black. So I'm going to get a little black. Don't need too much. So you guys think, isn't this a cute one? So cute. You can, well, I painted it now, but you can get the blank. It is available. This is what this one is going to look like finished for the most part. I'm going to take a little sip. All right. I'm going to get my round brush out again. And I'm going to base in coat in my eyes. You want to watch and make sure your painting is dry. I like when I'm painting small parts to just put my hand down. That's why we have to make sure the painting is dry. Lord knows I get full of paint all the time. Try to be careful, but it doesn't always work. Thank goodness this is acrylic paint and it'll wash out. Which just reminded me of something. I have to do a video on how to get acrylic paint out of your clothes. So that's going to be coming up very soon. Very soon. Okay. Need a little bit of green. Hey, y'all. If you have any questions or comments, put them in the chat, and I will be back later on to respond. If you're not following me, please do. Got a ton of videos for you. Videos, tips and tricks, all for learning how to paint acrylics and creating some joy in your life through simple and easy acrylic art projects. Now these are very easy and fun looking leaves. I'm just coming in here. I'm going to go around, round. There we go. Got it all filled in, and now I'm going to come down and make sure that all my brush strokes are going the same way. Same up here, some green on my brush. Get it filled in, and then I want all my brush strokes to be going the same way. There we go. And then last but not least, we have this one over here. Now, when I do these wood cutouts, I usually do not paint the edges, but you can if you want. I like how the edges are a little rustic and charred looking. You can cut out on the laser. But if you wanted to go in and paint the edges of your leaves green, the edges of your pumpkins orange, or whatever color you make them, go right ahead. Okay, now I'm just going to pick up a little bit of this yellow ochre. I want to come in here and I want to shade, I guess highlight is more the word, part of my leaves. Pick up a little bit more here. I'm just adding it a little bit on the corner of my brush to the outside of the flowers. I mean the leaves. And again, up here, picking up a little bit of this yellow ochre on my dirty brush, and I'm just adding it to the outside edges of my leaves. And fill in the middle. There we go. Wash my brush. So I was looking before. So what do you guys think? Let me see if there's any comments here that I can. Grace, thank you, Grace. Okay. Here is the finished one. I'm just looking to see if there's any questions. We're good. Okay, so here's this one finished. It's a little different than the one I'm painting now. Those two is finished. This one has the holes drilled in. I don't know if you can see the holes. See the holes? Drilled in, add a little twine. Maybe you want to add a bow. Maybe you want to add some raffia or some actual straw to it. Totally up to you. We get a little blue. And now I'm going to get my liner brush. Everything has been base coated. I'm going to get the black and I'm going to start adding in. Well, this is where the magic happens, you guys. This is where the magic happens. So I'm going to go in and start adding in all my outline. Sometimes I like to put these little dots in here. Your outlines do not have to be perfect. It's just a little highlighting and a little shading. It really starts to help your artwork pop. Some of my lines are thicker, some of my lines are thinner, and it's all okay. Right now, I'm just going around the pumpkins. It helps me keep track of what I'm doing. Come down here. And so I like adding these little dots. Sometimes I do stitch marks. Kind of cute. Look how now it's all starting to pop. Pop, pop, pop. Oh, there's the line here. Okay. I'm gonna add his face because his face is going to look so cute. When I put his mouth on, it's like the whole thing. It's like he comes to life, like Frosty. Doing my stems. There we go. Do this other leaf over here. Mm-hmm. Do his hat. Oh, I wanted to do the patch on his hat. Let me go back to that. Another reason why I said okay, it's okay if you go out of the lines. When we come back in here with our liner brush and we do all these cool line work and add all these details, you kind of cover all that up. So when you're painting, if you go out of the line and you're like, oh no, I messed that up, you really didn't. Because then you just come back in and fix it. And that is it. Let me get my glue. I'm going to show you how fun the glue looks. Come up here, and I'm going to color in the patch on his hat with a little bit of glue. I can go back with the glue and fix that in a little bit. I'm going to add a little bit of patchwork on it. I just wanted to get the base coat in there with the glue so you can see how cute the glue looks. Then I'm going to continue with this liner brush and add in some glue on my pumpkin. Isn't that pretty? I know it's really cool that we can put this glue in here now. It just totally adds to our artwork. Probably not too long ago, people said, oh, you're in a pumpkin? Yes, I am. Look how cool that is. Come up here, I'm gonna put a little blue on his hat. There we go. Wash my brush again, let that dry a little bit. Now I'm gonna pick up a little bit of the tan, the fawn color that I was using before, and just add a little bit of shade to its toes. But this time, I'm not using the white. This time, I'm going right in here with the tan all by itself and just adding some shading to his hands. It's not making that much of a contrast. I can see it. You may not be able to see it. That's okay. And I'm following the curve of his fingers and just using the tan. I can see a little bit so, to go in there. I'm going to grab my liner brush again and go back on my white. I mean my black. Add a little bit of details to my leaves. Now you don't have to do this. You can leave yours plain. I do tend to be a little bit of a minimalist when I'm painting anyway. Like I won't go in and add tons of details. But you know what? Teach his own. However you want to do it. Go back up here on the hat. Now I'm going to outline his hair. His hay, what is it? Hay hair? Yes. Sometimes when I'm thinking, or I have to do straight lines, I have to be a little quiet. And again, so I went over my orange here, went a little bit outside the line with my yellow and my orange. But then you come back with your black and it cleans everything up. All right. Now I'm going for the mouth. Okay, I'm going to put my hand down and I can see this etched line right here. Want a decent amount of paint on your brush. And there we go. I'm going to put the cross here and here. Outline my nose. Put a couple little stitches in the nose. Sew it on that patch. I'm going to come up here. I'm going to show you how I do a little bit of pattern. Up in there. Fresh black. Want to make a curve so it looks like it's going with the hat. Oh, you didn't see that. Let me show you. You can't see the hat. Let me turn it a little bit. There you go. Isn't that cute? Okay, wash my brush again. And now I'm going to come back in. I'm going to do all the white highlights. Fix that. There we go. Okay, I'm going to go in fresh white. And wherever I put the black, I'm going to come back and not go over the whole black, but just a little bit of it. We still want to see the black. We're not going over the whole thing. Wherein my black lines were pretty solid. My white ones are not going to be as solid. They do not have to be neat. Very goosey. Put some up here on the hat as well. Highlight the hands a little bit. Feet. I have to outline my feet. Let's put some little white highlights in the straw up here. Give him a little white highlight on his nose. Want to do the eyes now. So the eyes get like a comma and a dot. Comma and a dot. And then there he is. Come to life. Wash my brush a little bit and then we go back and do the hands because I forgot to do the hands before. Like I said, it doesn't matter. I've painted this whole thing, and even though these etchings are very, very shallow, I can totally still see my lines. And I go back and fill them all in and do all my shading and highlighting. Do the foot. And you can do whatever you want to do, more highlighting, you want to do more shading, totally up to you. Sometimes I sell the full kits, but I like to just sell these blanks too, especially because they're so easy when they're etched in here already that you can just do whatever colors you want. A couple of paintbrushes, a bigger one and a small one, and you can get this whole thing done. These are great for at-home parties. I have a Halloween party. totally up to you. So let me go back. Let me see if I can get this a little bit adjusted for the hat again. There we go. And I'm going to add a little bit of white highlight to my patch up here. Do, do, do. I think that's it. Add some white to where I have my blue. Not too much again. We want the blue to show through, but we want our white highlights to show. Put it up there. And that is it. That is it. If you're not following me, please do. There we go. I hold it up here. Here's the finished one. Thank you all for joining me. And I will see you all soon. Have a great day, everyone.